Let's get serious.
What is going on, everybody? NutsLoverXOX here, and welcome back to another Call of Duty video. In this one, I'm going to be talking about gun control. Now, I made a video about gun control years ago. I think it was years ago. Yeah, it was years ago. I'll link it down in the description. And I kind of wanted to make a video because my opinions have changed a little bit. I feel like my opinions used to be, and don't quote me on this because I haven't seen the video in forever. I believe my opinions used to be in my libertarian way, let everybody have guns because guns are good. And my opinion has switched a fair bit on this. So this is gonna be a follow-up video. Matty's thoughts on guns 2018 edition, April 1st. Actually, it's April Fool's Day. That's interesting. This is not an April Fool's video. This is a serious video. But my opinions have switched on guns, and I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think, well, first of all, I think guns should be totally banned in the United States. That's never going to happen. So I say we implement a system like Japan has, because first of all, the Second Amendment does not guarantee individual citizens the right to bear arms. Because if you actually read the wording of the amendment, the Second Amendment of the Constitution, and you read the Federalist Papers written by John Adams, who wrote the Second Amendment, in the Federalist Papers, he wrote very specifically that the Second Amendment was meant to be only applicable to the militia, not to the population of America. The entire point of the Second Amendment was we need a well-armed, well-regulated militia, Continental Army, under the U.S. Constitution, under the U.S. government, that protects the country from foreign invaders. That was the entire point of the Second Amendment, was a well-regulated militia. We already have a well-regulated militia in the form of the National Guard. The National Guard is our well-regulated militia. It protects the country from pretty much everything. It protects the country from natural disaster. Well, it doesn't protect it, but it saves the people that President Bush lets drown in Hurricane Katrina. It defends the nation. The general population of the country does not have the right to bear arms at all. The wording of the Constitution is actually quite clear on that. It's meant to apply only to the National Guard. So with that out of the way, what I would employ as a system for gun reform in the United States is a system like Japan has. Personally, again, I would take away everybody's guns, but that's never going to happen. What you do is a system like Japan has, where you make everybody do a 4 to 5 week background check as soon as they want to buy a gun, any gun. Of course, to start off, you would ban assault weapons, you would ban fully automatic weapons, you would ban semi-automatic rifles, you would ban high-capacity magazines, you would ban bump stocks. You would ban suppressors. That's just all basic shit. 4 to 6 week background check, looking into mental history, looking into past violations with the law, pretty much every aspect of someone's life to guarantee that they are going to be using this weapon in a safe manner. Once that 4 to 6 week background check is complete, then they go in and they have to do basically what you do when you get a driver's license. You get a written test to verify that you know how to operate the weapon safely, you know how to keep the weapon safely, you know how to use the weapon safely, you know where to use the weapon safely, you understand how the weapon works. They give you a written test, and if you pass, then you take your weapon that you're going to buy to a gun range, and you are under supervision required to pass a shooting test to guarantee that you can actually use the weapon effectively and that you know what you're doing. You know how to use it safely. You know how the safety works. You know how everything works with it. You understand how to use the weapon. You basically employ a driving test for guns. After that's finished, then you can have your firearm. And then, every year, at the same time, you are required to come back and take the test again. Perhaps, though, not every year in the United States. I would be okay with every 2 to 3 years, something along those lines. Basically ensuring that you know how to operate it still, and you haven't gone senile. I feel like it's a very simple system, and it's a very simple, request to make that we could be able to do this. It seems ridiculous that we're able to get guns easier than driving a car. Like, driving a car is more difficult than getting a weapon. It boggles the mind, really. I would also raise the gun buying age to 21. If you can't drink alcohol until you're 21, you shouldn't be able to get a gun until you're 21. The fact that 18-year-olds could get guns is ridiculous. If you look at the statistics of mass shootings, of gang violence, of crime with weapons, aside from suicides, most gun deaths are people that are under the age of 21, usually white males. Most mass shooters in the United States are white males under the age of 21. Most gang violence in the United States is either African American males under the age of 21 or Hispanic Americans under the age of 21. The fact that you can buy a gun at 18 is ridiculous. And I feel like at the very minimum we need to raise the gun age to 21, even if nothing else gets done. I feel like it's the least we can do. I was at the March for Our Lives on last week. I actually don't remember what day. It's Friday last week. And it was spectacular to see the amount of turnout for gun regulation that the Republican lawmakers are very scared of us young people because they know that we're going to be in charge within the next 10 to 15 years and they will lose everything. Anyway, I'm done talking about it. Those are my thoughts on the matter as of fucking April 1st, 2018. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments below. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video there. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.
Great work. They are in full retreat.